Who doesn't love planes? These absolute beauties, with their splendid body taking the sky inch by inch, are simply extraordinary. Airplanes are still one of the greatest things humans invented. To talk about one plane in particular, let's discuss this efficient and cost-effective bird, the Cessna 172 Skyhawk. By the name of it, it does seem to be a ferocious fighter, doesn't it? However, the 172 Skyhawk was more of a civil utility aircraft than a fighter. Diving into some more details. Build. The Skyhawk has a very linear stature, with its whole body measuring up to 27 feet and 2 square inches in length. The slender build of the plane makes it look taller than it is. The 172, with a height of 8 feet and 11 inches, stands tall enough to hold its ground, or to say to hold its clouds. This magnificent bird doesn't only have superior attributes of being tall and lengthy only, but it impresses enthusiasts with its 36.1 feet widely spread majestic wings. The Cessna 172 carries a throughout-body ratio of 7.32, which just shows how finely crafted it is. This bird has a gross weight loss of 2,450 pounds, which equals up to 1,111 kilograms, and just the weight of its body, when it is empty, sums up to a total of 1,691 pounds, which is 767 kilograms. The propeller in this one is a 76-inch two-bladed fixed metal piece, which is quite reliable and efficient. Operational capabilities. As discussed earlier, this is one efficient plane. There are very few drawbacks. However, let's talk about how capable Skyhawk is. So to start the list, we'll be talking about its maximum cruising speed, which is an amazing 226 kilometers per hour or 140 miles per hour. Moving on to the range of this plane, we can see that this machine is capable of flying 1,289 kilometers, which again is 801 miles, with just 45 minutes to reserve, combined with a power level of 55% and a cruising height of almost 12,000 feet. When the 172 Skyhawk is in the air, it can touch a service ceiling of 13,500 feet quite easily. A note for those who don't know what service ceiling means: it is a maximum given height at which an aircraft may operate without facing any issues, so the flight remains danger-free. With its working flaps down and the engine shut off, the aircraft can easily maintain a stall speed of light approximately 87 kilometers per hour or 54 miles per hour. The wing loading attribute can be pointed at a whopping 68.6 kilograms per square meter, or a solid 14.1 pound per square feet. We've almost talked about all the physical and capable traits of this plane. The only thing that remains is the rate of ascension. The rate at which this plane rises into the sky has been calculated to be 721 feet per minute. Now that's something extremely powerful, wouldn't you agree? Utilization. Since this particular plane from Cessna has been classified as a civil utility aircraft, let's find out more about these said utilities that this plane is supposedly required to serve. The primary use of the Cessna aircraft is to assist pilot training programs. As the 172 Skyhawk is still in production, even to this day, this plane is used to train new pilots who might even have zero flight experience. Simply because this plane is quite reliable and has an easy handling experience, which is a necessity in training. The Cessna 172 has been deemed to be one of the most reliable utility planes, and they continue to prove themselves time and time again. If given a chance, would you ever attempt to fly this plane? Well, whether your answer is a yes or a no, the fact that Skyhawk is easily the handiest of all the other planes in its league is quite a feat and simply undeniable. In many surveys conducted amongst the student pilots, or to say the trainees, it has been recorded that the 172 Skyhawk is their favorite. So another question might arise as to why the 172 is preferred by almost everyone for training purposes. Well, the answer to that is quite simple yet pretty logical. Under the hood, the Skyhawk holds on to a Continental O300 single engine, which is air-cooled and has a total of 6 cylinders. The engine itself is very reliable with the easy usability and maneuvering experience. It is simply worth all the praise. So that should answer your question as to why the Cessna 172 Skyhawk is preferred above all when it comes to training. It can be trusted, which is quite enough. Some amazing facts. To end this video, let's go through the Skyhawk, some of the most amazing and rarely known facts. The first ever 172 Skyhawk was introduced in 1956. It also took its first official flight in the same year. Initially, it was just another modification, or say an alternative for the tail dragger aircraft. You might be surprised to know that it holds the world flight endurance record. And lastly, many countries even use the 172 Skyhawk in their armed air forces. So to sum it all up, we can say that the Cessna 172 Skyhawk has had an interesting career, and the plane is so finely designed that it is still in production with only a few minor modifications done every couple of years.